Hi everyone, it's the 31st of January 2026. Welcome to part 2 of the evidence in relation to the Wayfair scandal. I keep saying Mayfair. Wayfair scandal. And we were looking at the last part, how we went in through a Wayfair limited company. We've ended up reaching AWE International. I was struggling to actually find it, but here it is. And just to confirm, if you look in the people record, and again, I please urge everybody to record what I am showing you now and re-upload it, okay? Because they are removing videos when I'm posting them. We need everybody else to be recording this, re-uploading it, so it cannot disappear. Now, the document will be going out to everybody as well. Please email me if you haven't already done so on Gary, the truth sets us free, at gmail.com. Gary's got one R in it. So here we have AWE International, and you can see OCS Corporate Secretaries Limited, which is the company that we were looking at earlier. For whatever reason, I couldn't find it. Here we are within OCS now. Okay, so AWE, if we go into my document, we can see how important this becomes in multiple ways. I'm just going to read a bit of this to you. This is in the research of Peter Sutcliffe. Where does it start? Is it up here? Or is it further down? Okay. So I'm not going to read all of this because obviously I want to keep this as short as we can. But research shows that Peter Sutcliffe was an alleged serial killer who was convicted in 2010. Same year as what we've been actually looking at in the last video. It's the same year that CERN Limited was incorporated, everybody. Okay. Having 1981 for the murders of women and particularly prostitutes in the areas of Manchester and Yorkshire. Sutcliffe confessed, saying that the voice of God had sent him on a mission to kill prostitutes, and the basis of his defence was that he claimed to be the tool of God's will. Sutcliffe said he had heard voices that ordered him to kill prostitutes while working as a gravedigger, which he claimed originated from the headstone of a particular person, and that the voices were that of God. Now, this all ties into the prophetic, spiritually conclusive agenda in even with what Peter Sutcliffe was saying. Following Sutcliffe's conviction, the government ordered a review of the Ripper investigation conducted by Inspector of Constabulary Lawrence Byford, known as the Byford Report. The findings were made fully public in 2006. That's the year that I moved from Kent to Dorset, and confirmed the validity of this criticism of the force. The report led to changes to investigative procedures that were adopted across all of British police forces, and it's actually not just Britain, it affected the world's investigations, according to the research as we go forward in this. Sutcliffe has been linked to a number of other unsolved crimes. A company South search through Google shows a record for a Peter Sutcliffe with no date of birth connected to 6 companies, including IMI Yorkshire Transport Limited, that was where they were appointed in 1997 and resigned in March 2001, leading up to the World Trade Center disaster. The company was incorporated in 1984, and according to the overview, its name was changed in 1988, which is around the time of key events as well, linking in with Jeffrey Epstein and linking into the Canary Wharf building as well, and Margaret Thatcher, etc. It connects immediately to the key areas of the fraud and Tommy Robinson and the D&D Law Agency Services Limited on its incorporation document by D&D Law Agency Services Limited, obviously linking in with the legal profession or the police. That had been incorporated in 1974 and dissolved in 2024 as I was exposing it. And I'm just going to show you this quickly because we're going to see AWE on this, which also connects to the Peter Gilmore, who was positioned as the high priest of the Church of Satan. So here's Peter Sutcliffe, at the top. Not Peter, yeah, it's Peter Gilmore as well. And then there's IMI Yorkshire Transport. services. You've got another IMI company there. So Yorkshire is obviously where Peter Sutcliffe was prominent. See the different name changes there. Let me just check, make sure it's not the other IMI company. IMI Yorkshire Transport, yeah. So if we go look at the incorporation document, I'm just building up to the AWE connection. I just thought I'd show you this first because it had it written before it. So you've got the D&D Law Agency. Okay, that links straight to Tommy Robinson. Key areas of the fraud, and it was incorporated in 1974 and has dissolved since I was exposing it in 2024. That dissolved. IMI apparently stands for Imperial Metal Industries and was originally founded in 1962, the same year as the apparent infiltration of the royal family and the incorporation of the document of the main company the same year as the Royal Foundation incorporation of the main company for Nazi Jeffrey Epstein and CERN-connected company Siemens. According to the other research, IMI had purchased Jessup Saville in 1967, making it the only titanium producer in Britain. So here's the research of... I'll show you the Jessup Saville link, which obviously becomes relevant in relation to the Saville family. So IMI titanium... 1967, Imperial Metal Industries acquired the titanium business of Jessup Saville, making it the only titanium producer, the centralization of the criminal network. So we have Jessup Saville. A separate search shows that Jessup Saville Limited was incorporated in 1987 and dissolved in January 2020, a month after the supposed COVID outbreak, which is a deception. The filing history entry from May 2018 confirms that it's connected to the fraud by one new change that often links to Allen and Overy and Morlaw, and one new change also connects into, believe it or not, the research of, what's his name? One of the famous chefs. I haven't got it written here. It's gone out of my mind. Anyway, I think it's either Gordon Browden. Gordon Browden's linked into the fraud anyway, or Jamie Oliver. It's one of those two. I'll put it here. Not Gordon Bowden. Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Bowden's the guy that was uncovering an element of the international fraud. One new change also links into Gordon Ramsay, and references are made to the Church of Satan via Hell's Kitchen from Gordon Ramsay, which links back into the Church of Satan and Peter Gilmore as well via the research of Hell's Kitchen, as shown elsewhere in the document. I'm not going to worry about verifying that. William Hayes connects St Mary's Catholic High School Academy. Oh, go back. So Desmond John Kavanagh connects Jessup Saville to 10 companies, including Mary's Catholic High School Academy Trust, that was incorporated on the 15th of June 2012, less than a month before CERN claims to have discovered the God particle. I'm just going to go into this and show you. So we have the link into the religious establishments tying into all of this again. So here's Jessup Saville Limited. Go into it. I can't remember which name. What name did I put? Excuse me. Desmond Kavanagh. Sorry, my brain is just terrible today. It always is, to be honest with you, but... Kavanagh. I'm just going to show you the Catholic Church connection, which is so important in all of this because that then links into the Vatican. Remember, this is a Saville company. So there we have Catholic connections coming in now. Not too sure what these other ones are, but Forge Masters. Okay, so we have this St Mary's Catholic High School Academy Trust. And then William Hayes connects that company to 10 including Hunting Bray Limited, who was incorporated at an important year of 1990 and dissolved in March 2012. It links to the fraud by McKenna and Co. of Queen Victoria Street on its incorporation documents. So let's go into that. Hayes. Remember, we're talking about the hunting connection. Hunting companies as well, linking in with Sherborne. So this was incorporated in 2012. It was the 4th of July 2012 that the God particle was supposedly discovered by CERN. So we have a Catholic company here. Oh my goodness. William Hayes. Okay. William Hayes then connects to other Catholic companies. We also have technology companies. Hunting Bray Limited. You can see, look, when he was appointed before or leading up to the World Trade Center disaster, resigned in April, not long before the World Trade Center disaster. And 2000 is in fact, it was soon after, I think it was July, it might have been June. I wonder if that's the same day, I need to check that the relativistic heavy ion collider, which is a similar technology to the collider in Geneva in Switzerland, the Large Hadron Collider, was activated the year before the World Trade Center disaster. And I know it was either June or July. I've got a feeling it's going to be interesting. That could be the exact same day. So we have Hunting Bray Limited. This company was incorporated in 1990, which again is very important. If you have my document, you'll know why. It's the year after the World Wide Web was created for CERN, and it dissolved leading up to CERN discovering the Higgs boson or God particle. So Hunting Bray. Various directors connect Hunting Bray Limited to AWE PLC, which relates to atomic weapons and is shown in the research of Peter Gilmore, the High Priest of the Church of Satan. So let me just go in and show you this. I've just put several of them, so I haven't named them. Look at all of these hunting companies. Bearing in mind, you've got hunting linking with, as I've said, Sherborne. And we come into that later in this evidence, how it links in with Savile Row. I'm just trying to find AWE PLC to show you that connection, and I can show you that it's a nuclear weapons or atomic weapons company rather. But there are nuclear companies connected closely to it as well. Remember, this links in now with the Church of Satan. Just trying to find AWE PLC. This is the trouble with not putting the names like I did, unfortunately. This all becomes relevant to Robin Technology as well. Hunting Bray, hunting defense. Hunting aviation. International fraud all the way throughout this, everyone. Okay, it's all criminal, deliberately, didn't need to be, and it's all linking into. So these are weapons companies, Babcock, international weapons companies, giving them the ability to launder money through the deceptive conflicts, international conflicts, stealing money from everybody through the weapons contracts. Here we go. There's one. I knew it was going to be here somewhere. So here you've got AWE PLC. Now this also links, I've found, almost immediately into my brother-in-law's family, which links to Elon Musk, Ghislaine Maxwell, the main Freemasons company. Okay, we've got AWE companies, which shows you, for whatever reason, I'm literally right in the center of all of this. And I think we can probably start to speculate why that may be and who I may be in all of this. It's pretty mind-blowing. But, you know, the evidence is what it is. You can see it says Room 20 building for the atomic weapons. You can see the original name was Atomic Weapons Establishment PLC from 1992, which is the year that the Catholic Church became a legal entity, and when the electronic register started to be created on the company's house registration system. I can't remember what's on the incorporation document, but we'll have a little look. Oh, this becomes relevant. You've got Dominion Street. Well, I've just come across Dominion companies. They love to use these references all the way throughout, coming in from the alleged murder of Lee Rigby. There's the original name, Atomic Weapons PLC. Simmons & Simmons features throughout the fraud. And that links, I'm pretty sure that links to the centralisation through the Freshfields company. And Freshfields is Solicitor's company that the BBC has, they have the contract for the BBC studios. And it links to Deraya organisations as well, which then link back to Exbourne Manor. And also ties in with the research of the murder of Jill Dando, linking in with the Vatican again. So we have that. He eventually found it, the AWE connection there. And just quickly underneath as a side note, research shows Jimmy Savile was involved in the metal. We were coming in from that those metal companies in relation to the Peter Sutcliffe serial killer. Now, there's a lot more research on Peter Sutcliffe, but we'll come to that another time, and I'll specifically focus on it. So AWE is coming in from the research here of the Chillenden murders. Okay, so we also hit from the Chillenden Russell murders in Kent, which was in 1996. We also hit, and if I come out, then you can literally verify this by, because I'll be here all day otherwise, and I want to try and keep it short. So you can either screenshot this and verify this evidence, or you can get it from the video. And you can just follow the instructions to verify it. And very quickly, coming in from the father, okay, of murdered children. One was attempted murder, wasn't it? The other one was murder, supposedly. This is coming in from the father's name, okay, who was a doctor. We hit AWE PLC, the nuclear weapons company or atomic weapons company, again, coming in from the Russell murders of 1996. From the father. We also hit, if we go to the next bit, I will actually verify some of this because this is where are we coming in? Oh, here we go. Peter Gilmore. The research shows that Peter Gilmore was born in 1958. This is the I'll just read you this bit actually. Sacha Stone appears to have been involved in controversy regarding the implementation of cell tower technology at Glastonbury and the production of a device that he claimed prevented its harm. Councillor and Mayor of Glastonbury from 2020 to 2022, when I started exposing the fraud. Exbourne Manor also became involved in and looks remarkably like Peter Gilmore, who was positioned as the High Priest of Church of Satan in 2001, the same year as the World Trade Center disaster. Now, here's those two people. They look almost identical. Okay, one's Peter Gilmore, can't remember which is which, and one is John Cousins, the Mayor of Glastonbury. Now, the research from John Cousins connects into what appears to be the blood of the tortured children. Okay, so one picture is the High Priest of the Church of Satan, one is John Cousins. The research shows that Peter Gilmore was born in 1958, the same year that Charles was initiated to become the Prince of Wales, which is all relevant. He and his wife Peggy, surname there, published a satanic journal called The Black Flame from 1989, the same year that the World Wide Web was created for CERN to 2005. In 2005, Gilmore wrote the new introduction to Anton LaVey's The Satanic Bible, and his essay on Satanism published in the Encyclopedia of Religion and Nature. A hardcover edition of the Satanic Scriptures, a collection of essays and other writings by Gilmore, was released on Walpurgis Night of 2007. Well, that is the year that Madeleine McCann went missing and when Exbourne Manor Freehold Limited was incorporated on the Company's House records. And Walpurgis Night links into Germany, okay? And it like ties in with, there's connections right throughout the fraud with Slaughter and May. Well, May is the month when Madeleine McCann went missing. Slaughter and May was originally incorporated on the Company's House records in 1954, which is the same year that CERN was also created, okay, that deals with the collider technology. And just showing this, so was released on Walpurgis Night of 2007, which would have been the 30th of April, 3 days before Madeleine McCann went missing. A subsequent paperback edition released on the October the 13th, 2007, less than 3 weeks after Exbourne Manor was incorporated. The book includes rituals that were not public, such as marriages and satanic burials. A Company's House search of Peter Gilmore shows a Peter Gilmore connected to Cornwall Garden Society, where they had been appointed in 2018 until May 2019, the month after Julian Assange was apparently arrested, and that is related to this and leading up to the COVID deception. The company was incorporated in 2002 after the World Trade Center disaster. So I'm just going to show you this quickly. Peter Gilmore, Cornwall Garden Society, incorporated the year after the World Trade Center when he had been appointed. Oh, excuse me. Richard Alexandra Stone, born 1965, which is 1 year different from the date of birth of Sasha Stone, so we have to consider it's an alias name for him, connects Cornwall Garden Trevins Estate Limited, that was incorporated on the 7th of March 2007, less than 2 months before Madeleine McCann went missing, and is a criminal company having been incorporated with the same two companies as Exbourne Manor Freehold Limited. So let's just go into that. Okay, Stone. Now look when they were appointed, actually. As if, now they're going to know, they're going to know there's a chance I'm going to find this with the depths of my research. So we have to consider this was deliberately done for me to find the connections that we now find. Okay, so we have Richard Alexander Stone connected to these companies here, which I have to suspect is an alias for Sasha Stone. Sasha Stone is linked to the, I've got information saying he's linked to the Vatican. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I've had information from others, but it certainly appears as though that's likely going to be the case. So we want Trevins Estate. I'll just show you that quickly. Trevins Estate. March 2007. 2 months before Madeleine McCann went missing. Oh, it's a criminal company, so I'll just show you that quickly. Same company as Exbourne Manor, so we know that connection is made. Okay, you've got Swift Incorporations Limited. It's the same companies that started AstraZeneca UK Limited, the vaccine company, linked to the vaccine company. And Jordan's, so that's a criminal organisation. We're going to see soon from this. Lady Frances Barbara connects Cornwall Gardens. Just reading this. Cornwall Gardens to 6 companies, including Devon Safer Communities Trust, where she had been appointed in January 2001, leading up to the World Trade Center disaster. The company was incorporated in 1999 and dissolved in August 2024, a month after the adrenochrome was being linked to the fraud. The incorporation document has Stone King of 13 Square, Bath, on its incorporation document. Queen Square, sorry. Banham also connects to the Victoria County History Trust Limited, where they resigned on the 12th of July 2012, 8 days after CERN claimed to have discovered the Higgs boson, a God particle. The company was incorporated in 2005 and dissolved in 2023 as the exposure escalated. Sir Richard Trant is shown on the incorporation document. Sir Richard Trant connects the Victoria County History of Cornwall Trust Limited to 10 companies, including Royal Artillery Museum, Lockheed Martin, UK Amptil Limited, and the Society of British Aerospace Companies. That makes almost immediate connections to my family, Exbourne Manor Freehold Limited, and Ghislaine Maxwell. Trant also connects to Hunting Defence Limited, that was incorporated as Hunter Engineering Management Limited in 1975, before its name was changed in 1992, as the company's house register stock was becoming electronic and the Vatican became a legal entity after key events took place. The company connects quickly to the research of Dodi Al-Fayed, as shown elsewhere in the document. Michael John Willis connects Hunting Defence Limited. In fact, I don't need to. If you look back on the video, you'll see that Hunting Defence Limited, had already featured in what I've just shown you earlier. So that means we don't have to go into any of this to verify this, because if you look back, you'll see that it was there. So Michael John Willis connects Hunting Defence Limited to 12 companies, including a BAE company, which is British Aerospace. I can't remember what the E stands for, but and that's the largest defence contractor for the United Kingdom. Makes important connections throughout the document, and they connect to AWE PLC. Okay, so I'll just show you that side of things so you can see it. So we want to go into Hunting Defence Limited. Hopefully have I got the company's house records up? No, I haven't. Okay, so let's just type it in here, just be a lot quicker. Hunting Defence Limited, is it the full? Okay, so this is the company that cropped up a moment ago. If we go into the people record, you'll be able to see some of the other Hunting Aviation. Remember I mentioned that. Hunting Oil. Okay, so you can see you've got all of these links here. Interesting, there's another Gilmore, look. Possibly a relative of Peter Gilmore as well. Possibly. Lots of hunting. So we know, because we've looked at the AWE connection in from there earlier, that I don't actually need to. I'll show it to you anyway, just so we've got it. I'm not too sure if it's here, but there'll be a few of the directors, I think, linked to it. If not, I'll check my note. How long have we been? 29 minutes. It's amazing how the time just absolutely flies. So I'm going to stop again in a minute. Amersham School, Hunting PLC, Babcock Companies. We were looking at them earlier. Oh, let me go into my notes. Just make it a bit quicker. Hunting Defence Limited, 12 companies, including BAE, Port Connections. So we want John Willis. I think, I just want to, I know that you probably saw it anyway in the last evidence we looked at, but is it Hunting Defence Limited? Yeah. And there's Trant, so that's the link with the military. Well, there'll be lots of connections with the military. And then Willis, hopefully it's here, BAE Systems, Lockheed Martin. These all link with my brother-in-law's family immediately. AWE PLC. Okay, so we have that link to AWE. So what we're going to do is go back to the research that we were looking at in a minute on the next part for Wayfair, not Mayfair. And you can see how it links into Savile Row, royal family, links into all of it. And it's just huge. It's just huge and where it goes. So come back for part 3. Let's say, give it 5 minutes, or let's say 20 past. So we'll say 20 past 12 for part 3. Please record it and re-upload it. All right. Thanks very much. See you at 20 past